Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Aubrey Studios Commentary, sponsored by Planned Parenthood. Today we're joined by my co-writer, Alex, of Lone Clone Productions, and although you didn't necessarily help me write this one, I mean, you did edit the script and change some of the delivery, so I went ahead and credited you as a writer anyway.
Yeah.
So I figured, why not? I'm a good person. Alex is a fellow white man, so I'm like, I gotta help him out.
Throw me a bone as a fellow Caucasian,
Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it.
It's the 4th of July in Gotham.
Like you said,
wait, what you said?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, like you were saying, this is the first episode. I haven't helped you write, at least from the ground up.
Yeah.
And
do you want to explain why that is?
You. Well, yeah, I was out for a few weeks. I mean, we were just kind of putting it off for a while, and 4th of July was coming up. I was out for a week for a funeral, and so I didn't really have time to write, unfortunately. So I just kind of left you dry there for a little bit.
You gotta leave me moist. You can't leave me dry out here like this. That's not okay.
Well, of course, you just gotta keep it wet. All right.
That's my life
yeah,
motto.
Like you said, you just kind of sent it to me before you sent it out to the voice actors, and I just helped edit a little bit of the flow of some lines.
And another notable thing about this episode is that although it's a 4th of July episode, it actually didn't come out till the 8th of July. A couple reasons for that. One, Bunty King, who did a fantastic job as Firefly, didn't send the lines for like a couple days, and I mean, I don't blame him at all for that, because like at the time he had a lot on his plate. He had a lot of drama on Twitter that he was dealing with, and all that stuff was Tariq Nasheed flagging his content, and I'm pretty sure he had to end up getting a lawyer, and just like a ton of garbage that he just was dealing with at the time. So I'm actually kind of surprised he even found the time to record for something like this in the first place. That being said, though, he did a great job, and he's probably one of the nicest guys I've ever worked with. So I definitely recommend checking out his stuff if you haven't already.
Oh yeah.
But
one of the things, because like I think we mentioned in a previous behind the scenes kind of thing, that we wrote out like ideas for like all of season 3 of Lego Batman, and just like little concepts, little blurbs to kind of like describe the concept we were going for. And I remember the original thing we had for 4th of July was like Batman setting off fireworks in the Batcave, and just like everything goes terribly because it's a cave.
Right, but like we didn't really know where to take that. Like,
right.
At least
like,
I didn't
how do you
like
expand that.
Yeah, and it kind of reminded me a lot. The way that we worded it, I guess, in the doc, was it kind of reminded me a lot of Forrest's Bats Attack video. Where like bats kind of cause chaos in the Batcave and it burns down. And I didn't want it to be that similar, so I kind of changed the concept completely. And since I had always wanted to get Bunty King in a video at some point, I figured I could get the villain, Firefly, and make him be like Middle Eastern, because I believe Bunty is like Sikh. But Firefly is kind of a lot like Kite Man, in the sense that nobody's really heard of him, so you have more freedom to play with the character as much as you'd like without the possibility of someone getting upset about it in the comments or whatever. So like, for instance, I made him like Middle Eastern or Muslim, as Batman says, and literally nobody cared. It's like he's so obscure that you can pretty much make any adaptations to him, and no one's gonna like bat an eye. As long as it ties into the story somehow, I really don't see anything wrong with that.
Right. And I think that's one of the big advantages of like the greatest qualities of the Lame Villains episode, which we'll have another commentary about, or it's probably out by now by the time you're seeing this.
Yeah, you can go check that out after this one, of course.
Yeah, 4th of July. What a beautiful
time
event.
The only holiday that matters, celebrating the only country that matters. One way to put it.
God bless America.
God bless the U.S. of A.
One of the things I've noticed is that ever since season 3 started, you've really kind of started doing, I don't know, it's kind of mundane, but like you started doing like different styles with your credits. Switching it up from the traditional, You know,
I think, yeah. I don't think I've used that song. I know what you're talking about, that I used like all through season 2. You know, you've probably heard it. I decided to kind of go away from that and start using different music because I think it gives it more of a variety. Instead of using the exact same thing over and over with the same style of credits, now it's just kind of different. Depends on the episode. Maybe it'll be shorter, something like this, where it's not. It's like just the end screen stuff, rather than typing out like an entire credit thing like I used to do with the black in the background and the yellow text. Like I feel like that got boring after a while, so I gotta spice it up, you know.
I think that kind of style of credits for you had a good send off with Avengers vs. Justice League, where you went through like the whole song and even had to loop it back, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, fun fact, FaZe Brick 101, who actually has changed his name to Aether Films, did the credits for that one because my computer was acting really slow, and I was like, I'm just gonna send you these pictures and the credit music, you can do it. So he very generously helped me out with it. So yeah, he asked to do it.
To work to other countries.
Yeah. Oh, good point. Yeah, he's a filthy Brit. Got to keep that in mind. But yeah. So other than that, really not much else to say. But feel free to watch the other commentaries we've done, because by now all the other ones should be out. And we'll continue doing these throughout the season. And yeah, subscribe to Akash Lego Productions.
Biddly boodly.